Okay, so first of all, I have been wondering why my foundation ends up so splotchy on my forehead and my face throughout the day. I couldn't figure it out. I've been trying everything to I thought it was my foundation first, and then I was like, maybe it's because I'm not moisturizing right before I've been putting it on. So I got this. This is just it's called Pond's Dry Skin Cream. I got it from the drugstore. It was like $6 or $7. So I've been putting this on right before I do my foundation, and it has made a world difference. Sorry, I look like a boy. Okay, so I'm doing a no makeup look. I've been so into this lately. It's so easy, and it's kind of like a bronze glowy. I know I already did a bronze glow tutorial, but this one's more of a natural looking bronze glow. So I'm taking my Makeup Forever HD high definition foundation, and this is the shade N130. Now I'm just gonna put it on my face. I like this one. It doesn't dry matte. If you like a matte foundation, that's perfectly fine. If you have oily skin, I wouldn't recommend this one because it doesn't dry matte. This one has much more of a dewy finish, which I like for this look because it looks more like your natural skin. And I'm just going to blend that all in with my Morphe G6. This one's much closer to my skin color, but with my fake tan, sometimes you have to go for a more yellow base foundation. But with the fake tan that I've been using lately, it's not as yellow base as the Saint Tropez that I used to use. So this one matches a lot better. Otherwise, it looks like I'm painting jaundice on my face. This is not a completely full coverage foundation, which I like right now because I don't have any problem areas. But whenever I have breakouts, I would definitely use the Infallible because it's much more full coverage and it will cover those problem areas. But hallelujah, I have good skin right now, so I'm loving it. Okay, next I'm going to do a little concealer. I'm not going overboard because sometimes it ends up a little bit too bright for me. And I'm out of my darker color, my MAC NW20. So I'm having to use my NW15, which is too light for me whenever I have a fake tan on, but that's okay. I'm just using a tiny bit in on my eyelids to prime it. And then since my foundation is so much darker, I'm going to even it out by putting it on my rest of my face, like a tribal person. You know what, I'm not going to use my beauty blender. I'm going to go in with my foundation brush because it's going to blend it in a little bit more and make it darker. So yeah, let's go with that. And now we're going to set under your eyes. Usually I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills banana powder, but I have gotten this, excuse me, this e.l.f. It is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. I saw this recommended by a few different beauty gurus on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a try because I like trying different things after a while. And I actually really like this. It stays on and it looks nice underneath your eyes. It is a white powder though, so don't be alarmed. It is pretty much translucent after you put it on. And I'm just putting this under my eyes. I'm not going to set the rest of my face because I don't want my face to be matte. And this is tiny and it's only for under your eyes. And I should have done this before my powder, but now I'm going to go in with my cream bronzer by Chanel, my Soleil de Tan Chanel cream bronzer. And I'm not contouring with it. This isn't really great for contouring, to be honest. It's more for a bronze, like all over bronze look. So I'm taking my Real Techniques, what is this, sculpting brush, and it's just a duo fiber like angled contouring brush. You can definitely use this with powders and it works really well. So I'm just kind of swirling it around, and then I tap off the excess on my hand because it is kind of dark. So it just gives you like a more of a bronzy, like, yeah. And I'm just gonna put this all over my face, the top of my forehead and under my chin as well to even it out. That is time consuming. And with this bronzer, I definitely don't rub it everywhere with my brush. You saw me only pressing it because otherwise it is very splotchy and weird. It's because it's a cream bronzer. I guess we can do eyebrows. This is gonna be boring, so I'll probably fast forward through it, to be honest. I'll tell you what I'm using. I'm using my Sigma Small Angle E65 brush. And I ran out of I usually use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz this, but I ran out, so I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color, sorry about my hands, I just applied my tan and I have to rinse it off after this, so I look a little splotchy. So I'm using my Dip Brow Pomade in the color Taupe, but I am going to comb out my brows first with the little spoolie on this. I'm going to get a little bit on this brush. This is very mud-like, so if you get too much and you put it on like where you want it to be a little lighter coverage, it's going to go on like very opaque and too much. So I just dip it in here like this, and then I wipe it off on the side. And I always start from the outside because the outside is where I want it to be the most opaque. Since we're doing more of a natural look, I'm just gonna fill in, not doing anything extreme. I'm just filling in my gaps. I'm gonna do my eye makeup before I do blush and stuff so that I can kind of match it up. This one looks so much darker, but I promise you it's not, it's just the lighting. I'm gonna do my eyeshadow and stuff first before I do my blush so that I can kind of do it accordingly. So I don't do a ton of eyeshadow. I literally just take like the lightest colors, the most nude colors that I have. I did get this new color from Makeup Geek called Peach Smoothie. I had to get it because Jaclyn Hill is obsessed with that color. It's her favorite color to use. So I was like, what's the hype about? And I just got it. It's this color right here. So it's not exactly skin color, but it does match my skin better than any brown that I own, which is pretty much the point of a transition color. So I'm just taking this on a fluffy E40 brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to put it all over my eye. Kind of going to be sloppy with it because it doesn't really matter. See, so you can barely even see that I'm wearing it, but I am going to use this so that everything else is easier to blend because I don't want it to be so obvious that I have eye makeup on. So next I'm going to take from my Morphe Jaclyn Hill Favorites palette, I'm going to take this color right here, and that's it for now. I'm going to take this color right here on the same brush, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go underneath with a pencil brush and that same light brown color that I used from the Morphe palette, this color right here, and I'm going to go under my eye with it just to give us a little more definition in that area. Just like so. Okay, and now I'm going to do my, I'm going to do my blush now before I do mascara and stuff. So I think I'm going to... This is a baked blush from Milani, which I love because it has these like shimmers in it, and it's like it's not sparkly, but it's not, I don't know how to explain it. Some people would look at it and be like, no, it's too sparkly, I'm not using that, but for me, it's much more of a glow than like a sparkle, which is what I'm going for here, so I think I'm gonna use that. This is in the same category, it just doesn't have any like glitter, so you can see the difference. They're both in the orangey peachy color shade like categories, but this one's, I'm gonna use this one. And this goes on really heavy, so when you're doing it, use it very softly and tap it off, because otherwise you're gonna have way too much. And that is not the point of this. So that's all we're doing for blush, because otherwise it's gonna get out of hand and not natural. You're probably like, natural where? And I'm gonna just kind of buff it in with this big brush just to blend it all out. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with my all-time favorite highlighter. I haven't used another highlighter in like a week. I've just been using this one. This is Albatross by NARS, and this is what it looks like. It's in their blush collection. I don't know if you're supposed to use it as a blush or if they just put it in that category because it's a highlight. Let me show you what this looks like, because do you see it? It's more of like a iridescent highlight. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, it reflects off like yellowy tones. I don't know. I'm just going to put it on and show you, because it's going to be a lot easier that way. And I'm going to go really heavy on this, let's be honest. I'm going to do a little too much, because I don't care. Oh my god, do you see what I mean? Like, this is life, because this is my favorite highlight ever. I don't know. It looks so intense in the mirror. I mean, in the camera, but I swear it's not that much. Yeah, it is that much. I don't care. And I'm going to put it on my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to put it above my eyebrows just a little bit, just the extra, and just kind of run it all over my face, because I am going for the glowy look, and clearly that's what we got here. Next, I'm going to put on my mascara, and then we are going to be magically done. You can add eyelashes to this if you want. If you do, I would suggest something very, very, very natural, where nobody can even tell you're wearing them. These are the number 43s from Red Cherry, and they are pretty natural. Like, if I were to wear them, which I probably am going to wear them today because I have something to go to, but definitely something more natural. Like, I wouldn't go with anything like these, like the House of Lash. No, not those. Those are too much for this look. But yeah, so go with something more natural. Oh yeah, I am going to put this in my waterline. This Wonder Pencil by NYX. It's just a nude color eyeliner. I'm going to put it in my waterline to just open up my eyes a little bit. Sometimes when I don't wear eyelashes, I look like I'm asleep or I'm tired. So this definitely is a necessary step for me. You don't have to do it though. Oh yeah, and I forgot this. Well, I'm just falling apart today. I'm going to take my same NARS Albatross highlight and use it to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. I'm going so overboard with this highlight, but I don't even care because I'm obsessed with it. And it's more subtle on your eyes, which I like because I have so much going on my face. Well, I was going to use my Better Than Sex mascara, but I don't even feel like going to find it, so I'm just going to use this by Maybelline. It is the Falsies Big Eyes mascara. So there is, it's double-sided. This side is for the top, and this side is for the bottom. It's a very tiny little brush, which I love because my eyelashes are long, but they're thin, and like otherwise they would be all clumped up. So I am going to curl my lashes. About you guys, but my eyelashes don't stay curled. Like, once I put my mascara on them, they just go right back down to nothing, and you're like, where did they go? I promise you, I do have eyelashes, but... I'm filming! Don't come in! So, we are done, except for my lips. Okay, so for my lips, I'm going to use Matte Nylon. This is a color that I've had forever, and I never really used it, because I just was like, I don't know. I was skeptical about nudes at first because I feel like it washed my face out, but it really doesn't. This color is more of a tan nude with some like orangey and pink undertones. So let me put this on. Okay, so that's the finished look, and I will tell you a great dupe for this color is Abu Dhabi by NYX in their Soft Matte Lip Cream line. It is almost exactly the same color, and it is probably less than half the price of a MAC lipstick. I just personally like the way that this feels on my lips better, but they're very, very similar. If I couldn't find this one or whatever, I would use this one and I wouldn't even cry about it. So this is the finished look. Also, I wanted to talk to you about my new tanning product that I've been using. I don't even know if I talked about the first one. I can't remember if I put that in one of my tutorials or not, but the last one I used was Saint Tropez in medium, and I only got the medium because it was my first time using a foam tan. And I didn't want it to be too dark. I was really scared because I hate the way that like a fake tan looks if you don't do it the right way. So I got the Saint Tropez in a smaller bottle and I used it all, and then I was like, you know what, I need something darker. And the one that I've seen all the YouTubers wear is the Loving Tan foam tan, and whenever they used to only sell it in Australia because it is an Australian product. So anytime you would want it to be shipped to the US, it would be like 20 or 30 extra dollars just for shipping, and I am not doing that. But good news, they just started selling it in the US, so it's gonna be really, I mean, it's gonna be normal shipping price. So I did order it, and I got it in dark. I got the Loving Tan 2-Hour Express. This is the only reason I got this one is because they were out of the regular dark mousse, and this is the one that Jaclyn Hill recommended, and she said she liked it. So this was my second favorite, or my second choice, I guess. And whenever they get the other one in stock, I'm definitely going to try this one. So generally with this one, you put it on the mitt. This is really dirty because I've used it. And this is, you have to use this mitt when you're applying a foam tan because otherwise it's going to get all of your hands, and like, see that? Where I was like pumping it out with my finger, it got on there. And this won't come off, like it's hardcore, like it stays on. So definitely you have to buy the glove that goes with it. I think it's like $6 or $7, it's not a big deal. So you would put it on your hand like this. I'm just going to give you a little rundown. Put it on your hand like this, take this and squirt. I do 2 squirts for my arm. I said that's so weird, arm. For my arm. And for my legs I do like 4, and then for my chest and neck area I do 2, and then for my hands I just use whatever's left over because this does go on so dark. This is for my bronzer. This isn't tan, but like this one, my hand, the first time I did this, my hands were entirely too dark and I was like, oh god, this looks horrible. So I had to like scrub some of it off. But that's because I did a whole pump for my hand. Big mistake. Obviously, you guys are probably like, yeah, what did you think was going to happen? But I didn't know. It was my first or second time doing it, so don't judge. But I figured out just using the leftover after you've done your whole body on your hand works perfectly fine. And I'm really loving this, so I can't wait to try the other one. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Like and subscribe, and let me know if you guys have any questions down below. If you want me to link everything that I used, I can definitely do that. Just let me know.